Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be doing another reading my physical TBR video. I've already done one of these, so I thought let's roll out another one. Now, I have already technically started this video. I started filming it yesterday because I've started reading Shallow River by H.D. Carlton. I'm already up to chapter 6 in this book, and I am loving it. I will put in the clips of me reading it after this intro, so you'll get the full update then. Yeah, so we started this one. So this is one of our books we're reading, and then this morning I've started listening to the audiobook for The People on Platform 5 by Clare Pooley. Now, so far, we're good. We're doing okay. It's enjoyable. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's not quite what I was fully expecting. So I'm trying to figure out my thoughts on it. So yeah, but so far we're good. Like, it's enjoyable. But I am currently editing a video. Once that's finished editing, I'll probably get back and finish off the audiobook for this one, and then I'll come back in and update you guys. But yeah, both these books are on my TBR for this month. This is actually August, my TBR. So hopefully I will get this book finished today, get close to halfway maybe in this book today, then finish it tomorrow, and then we're going to read another one. I've got so many books on my TBR, guys. I generally just don't know where to start. So I'm thinking after this I might go for a bit of a fantasy, because I've read quite lightish romances in my last video. Then obviously I'm reading this one, and then I do obviously have a dark romance I'm reading, but I haven't read a fantasy for a while, so I think I'm going to read Silver in the Bone next. And then after that I might hit up my Museum of Ordinary People I have yet to read. I have The Wren to read, which is an arc. The Gilda Stories, which is an arc I need to read before the end of the month. Then I've got Damn Me to Want You, which is actually 3 books in one, which was kindly sent to me by the publisher, Mills and Boon. And then I have The Stranger Beside Me, which is a non-fiction about Ted Bundy. So those are the books that are still left from this month's TBR for me. So we are going to try and smash out as many of those as we can in this week that we are filming this video together. So, like I said, first things up is to finish these 2. I should finish People on Platform 5 today. Listen to audio. I've got about an hour and 45 minutes left of the audio, so we should be fine. And then in the next couple of days, don't think I'm going to be quite that insane of finishing this today as well, on top of things that I've got to get done, but we'll get as far as in that one as possible. And then, yeah, like I said, I'll probably go into Silver in the Bone next. And then I might hit up my arcs I need to read. I don't know. We will decide together as the week goes on. But yeah, let me take you guys into yesterday and my thoughts on Shallow River. Well, this is a new spot for us, right by my window. But I have started Shallow River by H.D. Carlton, up to chapter 6, page 77. So far, we're getting into the story, like we're getting into the plot, we're getting into our characters and what's happening in their lives. And you know what? Not a lot has happened, but I still can't help but smile at a H.D. Carlton book, okay? Because I just see where this could go. Not as in like the story and the plot, but just like how much I'm gonna love it. Because oh my god, guys, I didn't realize Mako. I don't know how you say his name. I have to find out. But like, he a copper? I didn't realize dude was a copper. Our tatted up 6'5" male is a fucking copper, and he's working on a case at the same time as like this, and I'm like, I'm just like, ready to die on this bit already. So this is gonna get interesting because Ryan is Mako's brother and Ryan is River's boyfriend. Yes, you heard me right there, my friends. You heard me correct. River is dating Ryan and Mako is his brother. Now, I have some theories. I think possibly Mako could be adopted. Possibly, I'm not entirely sure. I possibly think he could be adopted based on how things have been worded. So that's interesting. So River and Ryan met in college. He at the time was dating another girl. They broke up. A couple months later, Rivers hit him up. And again, they kind of seen each other, but they weren't official until Ryan actually left school. So, and it's now 2 years later. So that was like chapter 1, we kind of like intro to River and stuff. And yeah, they then start dating. And it's 2 years later now. River's still at school. She's in her senior year of college. Ryan is all graduated law school. He's a lawyer for his dad's firm. You heard me correct there as well, my friends. And Ryan is an asshole. He's an absolute fucking asshole, okay? He's mentally and emotionally abusive. He's physically abusive. Like, we can see the physical side coming out more and more. His anger. He's very much determined to he's very manipulative. He is very, very abusive. Like, very abusive towards River. Now, River is a badass, but she will not take shit from anybody. Like, she grew up in a shit childhood, in a shit area of town. Her mother's a drug addict, is a prostitute, with her body for money for drugs and stuff. And she grew up in that kind of household and that vibe, and escaped and stuff. And yeah, her mum's another story, but she don't take shit from no one. In the prologue, the first thing is her punching a dude in the face and breaking his nose because he grabbed her tits in a bar in a club, on a club dance floor. So she don't take shit. She don't take shit, but she is very blindsided when it comes to Ryan and convinced that he loves me and like she's in the wrong. Like, she's the reason why all this is happening. She's the reason why he's doing what he's doing, and he makes her believe that. Now, I have a theory, okay, because that same chapter, at the first with the club scene, after that whole thing, there's a mysterious dude that starts dancing behind her, but he is very respectful. He just holds her hips and that is it. There's no groping, nothing. And she's like, oh, Mr. Guy, like, she will not turn around and look at him, and she did look at him. Okay, so she has no idea who that guy is, but I swear that dude is going to be Mako. I don't know how to call it. I'm going to say Mako. I'm sure it is going to be him. So I'm waiting to see if we're going to have that big reveal. And then she's met the parents of Ryan, so that's where we come back into it. And finds out he has a brother. She never, in the 2 years of relationship, never knew he had a brother. Ryan always said he was an only child, which then also makes me think, is Mako adopted? So, we'll find out. But yeah. And Ryan's past girlfriend was also abused by Ryan, and Mako helped her escape, like helped her get the strength to leave and push her to leave. But she was still too scared to press charges. Now, when Mako went to go went to Lieutenant for it, Ryan's connections got it shut down because he's obviously a big lawyer, kind of a big lawyer now. He has connections, so he shut that down. Their parents did not believe Mako. They believed what Ryan was saying about it being Photoshop and Alison being a liar and all that. So, yes, and obviously he's then helped her, and now he's entranced by River and is trying to protect her and stuff. So he's never sort of felt that way towards Alison. Alison is it's been like essentially trying to just save her from Ryan. But there's something about River to Mako that just entices him in, and he's hooked, and he's getting all these feelings for her and the thoughts of her being another one of Ryan's victims is just making him more and more want to look after her. And he's like, I shouldn't be meddling, like, this isn't my business. Like, yes, he's a copper, but he's like, I can't do anything unless they come to me, like, unless River was to press charges or something. So yeah, but he's like, I just can't. he pretty much just can't bear to see her like that. And, you know, he's clearly already fallen for her. Very clearly, guys. Come on, we admit this already. It's very clear. So I'm intrigued to see where this is going to go. So we just had them, Ryan and River, on a date night. And Ryan is just pretty much slated her for a weight, saying you can't get fat. Like, if you got over a size 5, I wouldn't date you. And I'm like, okay, asshole. And yeah, so he's come back and he has physically like assaulted her, left bruises and stuff. And she's just then caused herself pain by punching the mirror because she now just believes it's all her fault and that she deserves it all. So yeah, that's where I've left it. But also there was a scene. She come back from being getting ice cream with Alison. No, not Alison, with Amelia, who is her best friend. And obviously Ryan went into, where were you? With like convinced that River's like into Mako as well. Mako. I really don't. I keep changing how I say it, but I will find out what it is. And yeah, so he's convinced that's her phone. Obviously, there's nothing on there. And then he mentions his new secretary at his dad's firm, and she's like, "Oh, she was real slutty hands and all that." And she's like, "Better not have been." And he's like, "No, I only want to be with you." Cut to Mako's POV, and guess, lo and behold, guys, you guessed right, because I guessed it right. He's fucking the secretary in his office. We fucking knew it, okay? We fucking knew it. Any arsehole and psycho like that, who, how do I put this into words? Their insecurities that they throw into somebody else of, oh, you're cheating on me, they do it. That's what they're doing. What they're throwing onto their partner is what they're doing. So, yes. I am intrigued to see where the rest of that's going to go. Oh, I can just feel the tension rising and rising and rising. You know, we can just feel like the tension like building, and I'm like, I'm there for it. But I'm calling it quits for the night. I'm going to crash. So I have finished on platform 5. I'm giving this a 3.75 stars. It was good and I enjoyed it. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I was a little, I don't know if that put me off or not, but like it definitely wasn't what I thought it was gonna like be. So yeah, but it was really nice and lovely to see all their stories and see how all the stories like connected in the end and all came together. And there's a lot of meaningful messages in this book, and like I like life lessons and stuff I think are very impactful, and I do recommend reading it if that's something that interests you guys. It's definitely different. So I definitely think it's worth it. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I don't know. For me, it just didn't give a 4 and above star rating, but it was close. So we have finished our first book of this video, of our Physical TBR video. So yeah, that is that one. I am about to go and chill out. Me and Mum probably watch some true crime, as you do, and I'm going to continue reading more of Shallow River and hopefully get a solid chunk of the way through today if we can. And then maybe finish this tomorrow. We can move on to another book, which I'm excited for. So yeah, we shall see. Yeah, I wanted to update you guys that you know that I finished the first book. And we are about to move on to the next book. So yeah, I will catch you guys later when I've read more of Shallow River. So I've been reading all afternoon since we last talked, and I'm now up to chapter 14, page 197. That's so close to the 200 books. So close. I'm so tired. So tired. Your girl's gonna get some sleep because she's sleeping peacefully tonight because Remix's newsletter came out with the month that she's planning on releasing the Syndicator, which is the last book in the Darkspire series, and also a bonus chapter for us to, a chapter for us to read, a sneak peek, which, yes, I have already downloaded and read. So excited. before Friday. So I'm sleeping peacefully tonight, knowing that it comes out end of November, beginning of December. Could we have it in time for my birthday? Me and Mom already said, is it going to come out in time for my birthday? We shall find out, but yes. I'm sleeping peacefully tonight. I'm very excited. But yeah, after chapter 14. So far, we're loving it. We are loving it. And surprisingly, there's not really been too much between River and Mako. I searched it up. Mako. It was Mako. Trying to remember what I read. It was pronounced Mahkoh. I'll put it on the screen. How it's spelled and then how it's pronounced. I'll put it on the screen. Mako. I believe it was Mako. Let's be realistic. I'm still probably gonna fuck it up the entire time I'm reading this book, but we're just gonna move past it. You guys don't know who I'm talking about. We're definitely seeing a lot of the relationship between her and Bracken. And oh my god, like, okay, you guys really, really need to check trigger warnings, okay? There's abuse, child abuse, addiction, rape. There is a lot, and that is just all of what I've read so far. So it's a lot, okay? There's a lot of abuse in it, and rape and stuff. So please do be warned going into this book that pretty much a lot of what you're reading is that. Don't get me wrong, there's still story to it. There's still stuff happening, but yeah, just want to make you guys aware going into this. Also, I have a few more theories, should we say? A few more theories. Do still not have the first one, neither confirmed nor denied. But I have some more theories, and so I can't say these theories without it being spoilers. So I'm not going to say anything, but just know your girl is taking her notes again. Okay, she's taking her notes again. We're going full blown into this book. My plan of action will be tomorrow. Wake up and do some wakey bits. Go to my grandparents, read, come home. If I've got some wakey bits left, I'll do some wakey bits. If not, we will be finishing this book tomorrow. We will be finishing this book tomorrow. We are devouring this book and it will be done. Okay? No questions asked. We will have another book off our list tomorrow. So yeah. I mean, technically we've got some extra reading anyway with that chapter. That sneak peek chapter of the Syndicator. So, we've got some reading to do. But yeah, we've read a good about 120 pages. So we've done good today. Considering I only started reading at like 4:30ish. I did obviously have dinner, stopped for dinner. And yeah. We're doing good. So we would have had the last like 226 pages tomorrow. So yeah, we are there for Zen night. And I'm going to stop rambling because you guys don't want the rambles, you just want the book in. So I'm going to see you guys tomorrow, some more book stuff. I might listen to the audio. I'll see you guys tomorrow. guys like a little update. Hang on, let me set you up a little bit so I'm not like holding the phone. There we go. Excuse the angle, but we're gonna work with this. So I'm like partway through a chapter 19. I'm like speechless where this is gone. If you guys have read this book, so this is obviously Shallow River, guys. We got to chapter 18. I was not expecting that in chapter 18. I just said, like, I generally did not see that come in. Like, whew, whew, whew. Yeah. Not chapter 16 haunting, but still was not expecting that. Which I think is what made it even more, because I was not expecting it. But yeah, like, I'm divine. But I read some more before I went to my grandparents. I didn't end up reading it at my grandparents, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would have ended up probably reading that scene to my grandparents, which would have just been a whole issue. Okay, so I'm glad I left it. I'm now home, got Harry Potter on, and we're chilling reading because I'm actually in a lot of pain in my back and my leg. So I'm chilling and I'm going to devour the rest of this book. I am devouring the rest of this book. I do not care. I will not do anything else today until this book is finished. It is currently just gone 3 o'clock. I'm on page 284 of a 422 page book. So we've got about 160-ish pages to go. Guys, HD Carlton just keeps doing it, okay? Me and Moore were saying, I think it was like yesterday or something, we were just like, there is just something about her books that you just fly through them. Like, you generally will just sit there and fly through them, and before you know it, you've finished them. And it's just like crazy because they're just so good. There's just something about her writing and her characters and her stories, just like all of it together is just so beautiful. I know it's probably not the right word to use because of, like, her books are dark. Like, guys, assault, abuse, rape there's a lot of it in here, and it is mentioned a lot. Like, I mean a lot. So please do be cautious if you go into this book. But like, just all together it is just so beautiful. And but she adds in those little moments of like comedic relief just to like just make it more digestible. I think it's the best way to put it. Like, you can read the book because every now and then you just get a moment of just like, whew, okay, and then you go again. So we've just got to a very interesting part that I'm intrigued to see how it's gonna go, because like, oh, so yeah, obviously, as I said to you guys, he's a copper. Mako's a copper. Mako, I really still don't know how to say this name. Is a copper, and obviously his brother is River's abuser. And I have so many theories I just can't talk to you guys about because I don't want to spoil the book. You guys need, if you guys, please, if you guys have read this book, please put it in the comments so we can discuss. Like, I need to discuss this book. And I say that because Moore's currently not caught up with me. And I'm currently reading ahead of her, and it's destroying me on the inside. Like, I feel dead. I can't talk about this book with anybody. If I tried to discuss this book with my family, right, people who have not read, they don't read. Like, my sister-in-law does, but like, not read this book. If I tried to explain it and discuss it, they would probably send me to a hospital to check my mental, because they would be very, very concerned. I would probably get admitted into a hospital because, like, oh, guys, it's so good. I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna finish this book. So I will come back to you guys when I am done. Like, when this book is done, we will be. I can't like fully discuss, but you know what I mean, guys. We're gonna be talking. Okay, we're gonna be discussing. things. I can tell you now, 5 stars. 5 stars. Guaranteed this is going to be a 5-star read, and I'm not accepting anything else. No lesser ratings is going to be. So I will come back to you guys at the end. I'm sure you've all just seen my reaction to finishing Shallow River. I'm still crying. Like, I'm still crying. I can't stop right now. But 5 stars, like I said, 5 stars. Just I'm gonna keep reiterating it because I need you guys to understand that you need to check trigger warnings. Please, please do. There is abuse, there is addiction, there is rape, there is child abuse, there is mentions of suicide. Please, 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 please be cautious going into this book because rape and abuse is a lot in here, and it is pretty much most chapters. There is some form of it in there, whether it be mental, emotional, or physical. It is in there, or sexual. Just please, please be cautious. But I'm a little fucked up, and I love the book, and I love the characters, and I love the story, and I cried a lot. Oh, I'm still going again. Oh, lovely. Yeah. If those things aren't triggers for you, and it's something you want to pick up, please do read it. But please don't also think for your mental health and don't put yourself through it if you're not ready for it, or if it's just not something for you. Please do not put yourself through that. Because yeah. All I'm gonna say is karma is one hell of a fucking bitch that came back to bite some people's asses, and I'm so fucking glad for it because it was fucking needed. Like, it needed the karma to be an arsehole. But like Mako, I still can't say his name right, but I loved him. So good, so good. Yeah, 5 stars. I believe I said I was going to read Silver in the Bone next. Which I will. I will grab it. The shelf. I'll grab it. But do I think I'm actually going to start physically reading it just this moment in time? No. Because I'm still reeling and recovering from Shallow River, which I've literally not that long ago finished. So, but we do have Silver in the Bone next to read. If I can gather myself together enough. Look at the naked cover. It's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So yeah. Let's see if I can gather myself enough in a little bit to start this one. We have a map. It is also the signed version, I just want to say. But yeah, this is book 1 in what's going to be her new series. So, yes. I cannot wait to start this one. I cannot wait. Right, so bookmark is in there ready. Although we know it's not being started just yet because I'm still recovering. I'm probably going to do some scheduled posts and upload these clips ready. I'll see you guys when I start that one. Maybe tonight. Honestly, right now, I don't know. I don't know. But I'll see you when I do. So I did start Silver in the Bone last night. I only read the prologue, which was from 7 years earlier, and then this morning I read the first chapter. So I'm not far into it like at all. And at the moment, also, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out the characters and the story and where this is going to go. I mean, I still love her writing. Her writing still feels very similar to what the Darkest Mind writing was. So I'm still loving that. It's just I'm trying to obviously still figure out everything else. We've had a little bit of world building. I would say we've had like a lot of world building. It's very hard to kind of describe this book. So what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to grab the dust jacket that has got the synopsis, right? I'm going to read this because I feel like this is going to say a lot better than what I could. And I apologise if I say anything wrong. Tamsin Lark is a hollower. In search of treasure, she breaks into the ancient crypts of dark sorceresses. Now rumors are swirling about a powerful ring from Arthurian legend, a ring that could free her brother, Cable, from a curse. They aren't the only ones who covet it. As word spreads, greedy hollowers start circling, and many would kill to have the ring for themselves. Tamsin is forced into an alliance with her rival Emeris, the last person she wants to rely on. Together they dive headfirst into a viper's nest of dark magic and expose a deadly secret with the power to awaken ghosts of the past and shatter her last hope of saving her brother. Driven by love, revenge, and pure adrenaline, this is a stunning new novel from one of the top fantasy authors writing today, which is Sam Fetty. Yeah, this is a new series, so that's the like synopsis so you guys can like understand the book of it, because I don't at this point think I'm going to be able to describe it in any way that is going to make any sense to anybody. We just have 7 years ago. They were obviously younger kids. They were on like a treasure, like one of the hunt kind of things with somebody that had like been raising them. They found what they needed, and then he disappeared. He just left them and abandoned them. So now we're 7 years later. They're looking after themselves. They're like working to get money as well as doing these jobs and also doing the Hollywood work. This is also written within modern times, modern technology. I believe this is actually like a few years, like a dystopian kind of vibe. I think it's the best way to. I'm trying to describe it. Like you all like to say it's modern, kind of like some today. It's like modern technology within. I haven't seen obviously all of it yet. Within it, and it's talked about it being old in yesteryears and stuff. So it's definitely a lot later in the future, in later years. But yeah, so I'm still trying to like figure out and get used to that kind of vibe with it. Obviously, they're talking magic and sorcerers and Arthurian legend and stuff. So it's fun. It is fun. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, because like, I'm only what page am I up to? 28. So guys, it's not what at all in a 400 and something page book. I believe it was 467. 467. So there's still a long way to go and a long lot to figure out. But it's done in parts as well, which kind of helps it break it up in parts. I'm trying to show you. Yeah, so part 1 is 2 of Swords. So I believe I haven't looked at the other parts, what their titles are. The Wasteland. Blade and Bone. Okay, so maybe not so much, but they did do like card reading just now in this first chapter. So yeah, it's got all those like witchy element vibe things to it too. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and give you guys a quick update. Not that I have much to say. There we go. I will need to do some more work this. I'm going to finish signing my Halloween bookmarks and get those sent for printing so they can then be sent to me in time for launch next Friday. And then we're going to sit and read. My aim. She's an optimistic bitch. I'm being optimistic today. My aim is to get to part 2. So if I can read the rest of part 1, like the entirety of part 1 today, I'll be happy. I will be happy. If I can get into part 2, start part 2 would be brilliant. If not, it is what it is. So that's my aim for today. We shall see how that goes. We'll see. We'll see. I have a slight little update. I managed to get some work done. I managed to finish some bookmarks off, get all bookmarks sent for printing, get all stickers off for printing. Stickers are actually technically already on their way. They've already been printed, so they're done very quickly because I've done that this morning. So we will see when they arrive what state they are in. Fingers crossed. Perfect state. Those are for the Halloween full kind of range. I'm releasing products. This video will be up way past the point I'm talking about this. This will be up after September 1st, so they will already be live. But I have got some products in there that aren't technically fall or Halloween related, but you know, spicy season. Pumpkin spice latte, spicy season. We're going with it, so they're being released. But I have read some more of Silver in the Bone. I'm up to chapter 6 now. You can't really see because of the thing. There we go. Up to chapter 6, page 68, and it's picking up. We're picking up. We're getting a little bit more into the plot and into what's going to happen. We know Mr. Cable's curse and what his curse is now. Well, you can gather what his curse is. Like, it's quite easy to gather. So yeah, and then she's just accepted kind of the job to go and collect something, which is the ring the ring that can break curses. So she's just kind of accepted that, but it's kind of like a competition with her rival Emrys. And he's like, you can't do this, like, this is my job kind of thing. And she's like, I'm doing it because the cost for it, which she can get the price, is a lot of money, which is what they need. They need the money. But obviously now she knows what it is. She's like, this is what I need to save my brother. So it's going to be interesting to see, because it's a sorceress that has asked for this ring. So if she doesn't give it to her, I can imagine shit's going to hit a fan. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen. And Emrys' dad and his, like, I'm going to call them goons, because like almost, it's part of the guild and it's other followers, but like they feel like they're his goons. Watching Tamsin, you see what she's up to, see what she's trying to find, see if she's found it. Oh yeah, things are literally heating up, and it's not even been that much more, and things are already like getting intense for me. You can feel it like building and building and building, so I'm intrigued to see what's gonna happen. But I have a meeting, and also I'm really struggling with motivation today. Like, I know I've said I've got bookmarks done, everything's sent off. I packed an order this morning as well, and obviously that I've read a little bit, but I'm really struggling with like the motivation to do anything. Like, I just don't want to do it. So I'm struggling. But I did just find this book up here on audio, which is The Stranger Beside Me, which is the non-fiction book about Temple Bundy. I found it on audio, so I'm not going to start it tonight. I'm going to read Silver in the Bone tonight. But I can start that one off tomorrow while working and stuff. And that'll get me another book off the list, because it's quite a chunky book. I can't even tell you like how many pages this book is. Over 500. Over 500 pages. I think we're like 515 or something in this one. So I have found the audiobook for that. So that will get me a nice chunky book done as well. And then I've sadly 2 ARC books that I want to read, which will then, I believe, oh, and I've got the Museum of Ordinary People to read as well. But I'm not rushing to get to that one, nor to this chunk up here. Demi to warn you, which is 3 books in one. So I might roll them over. If I might just leave them for another time when I can get to them kind of video month. So we'll see. But my aim is to see this book, the non-fiction, and my 2 art books are my most definite. So I want to get read this rest of this month, which is about it is. We have 8 days to finish off these books. So we're gonna do that. And I do want to start into next month's TBR next week, slightly, a little bit, with a certain author and series which you can sit there. So yeah, that is the plan of actions. To be fair, that's just my plan for next week. But you don't care about what's going to happen next week. You care about what's happening now and in this video. So we're gonna do the meeting, and then we're gonna read more of Silver in the Bone. And I'm only about 80th pages away from part 2. So I should definitely get part 1 done and dusted today, like I wanted to, and hopefully get a little bit of a chunk of the way through into part 2. Hopefully, if I can find the motivation to just sit and pick up my book, we will be well and truly on our way. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get ready for this meeting, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Welcome back to Shitty Angles 101. I have made, sorry, I didn't have hold of the book, but I have made it to where I want it to be. I am up to part 2 now, chapter 14, page 147 in Silver in the Bone, and guys, it's getting good. Ooh, I get chills. Excuse the grain, it's reflecting off the mic. It's just, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, tension is there. so they have finally made it to Avalon, where they're going to be searching for the ring, and also for Nash, who was Tamsin's and Cable's guardian. After their biological families had abandoned them, he took them in, was their guardian, and then he abandoned them 7 years ago, which is the prologue. So yeah, they are on the hunt for him and the ring and to try and break Cable's curse. But some little things are coming to a light. Little things that I don't even fully know the details of yet, but just things that have been mentioned in passing and stuff. It's like, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? What twist are you going to throw into this? Because this is the first book in this series. So I just know, right? I just know this is going to be ended on some bullshit while I wait for the next one. I just fucking know it, okay? I do. Like, we are there. And we've just had an interesting scene. Now, I say interesting. To someone who's not used to gore and people being ripped apart by creatures, disturbing. But to said me, who has read God knows how many books, read God knows what in every book, it kind of, flies over your head a little bit. But yes, that was interesting. And I'm loving the Arthurian legend that is within this book. Because it is very heavily influenced by the Arthurian legend. It is mentioned a lot. Like, this is literally what they are hunting parts of from that legend and relics from those times and stuff. Which, by the way, I'm still not quite sure what year we are in. I'm assuming we are in the future further than what we are, based on how they talk about technology being of yesteryears. But I still don't really know where we are in time. If I'm being honest, I don't know. But yeah, I'm loving the Arthurian legend, like mention to it and like influence of it. And it is done quite well. So I'm very impressed. But we are about were we near a quarter? Closing in on a quarter? I'd say we're about a quarter of the way through the book. I'm going to do some more reading though, and I'm not ending it just there. I just want to give you an update at where we are at. So yeah, it's like I said, there's little things that are like being mentioned, like just naturally in passing, and it's got me questioning, going, "Oh shit, are we gonna go that way?" Do you know what I mean? And like the way Emerus is acting with Tamsin, right? We all believe this to be like an enemies to lovers, okay? Like it's enemies to lovers, but the way dude is acting with her and concerned about her, because we've had some moments she's concerned. Something tells me Guy falls first as well. It's going to be a trope within this, based on little bits I know. Maybe even, because I don't know their past really, could maybe be a bit of miscommunication, but I don't know. I doubt it, but it's kind of like, could it be? Like I said, I don't know their past fully, so I couldn't really comment on whether it be that. Enemies to lovers, yes, and I do believe it's going to be Guy's fall first, obviously, within it as well. I will say, one of the moments that he really shows his concern, right? It shouldn't be a spoiler. But obviously, Tamsin has no magical gift. She's immortal. She has no magical gift or ability or that a normal follower will have. So she's gone on this quest, obviously, this hunt to try and find this ring, and obviously she doesn't have the magical ability. She doesn't have the one vision to allow her to see magical elements and curses and things like that. So she takes it upon herself to make a little favour with a little bone cutter, and he gets her basilic venom. I know you guys know what I mean. That she has put in her eyes to allow her to get the one vision. Now, She goes through hell when she does this. The pain and the torture that she goes through it. And who should be nearby to hear her screaming? Mr. Emerald. He comes to her rescue. He comes to her rescue. And he's like, the next morning, he's like, oh, excuse me for being concerned right when I hear you screaming. And I'm like, dude, you like her? Dude, you like her? Like her? And like, there's been other things, and I'm just like, dude, you really like her. So yes, we are Mr. Lovers. Definitely think there's a guy for first. It's interesting. It's interesting. So yes, I'm gonna read some more. See where I can get to before the night is up. Whether I will get another update in with you guys is I don't know. Depending on how late I finish reading will depend on if I get an update in or not. Because if I finish reading late, then I won't obviously put one in because it's getting quiet and stuff, and then you guys can't hear me. So I would then leave it till the morning. So we will wait and see, but just know we're doing good. And hopefully, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to hurt you guys in the next clip. I'm talking to you guys as I'm getting ready to go to my grandparents. I'm also putting some laundry away. Parents in the correct drawer. There we go. So I haven't read any of Silver in the Bone this morning, but I did start listening to The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule because I found the audiobook for it. So that is this one. I found the audiobook, so I'm already up to chapter 26, like nearly halfway through already, which is very, very handy. Which means I can get another book done this month. I wasn't actually expecting it done because it's a chunky book, so I didn't think I was going to get through it in time. I'm sorry if this is like all really, really noisy. I sincerely apologise. Yeah, so that's been handy, and it's so far so good. Obviously, it's a true crime non-fiction book. It's just talking through Ted Bundy, his relationship that he had with Anne. So the book is written by Anne Rule, who was a colleague and a friend of Ted Bundy's at the Seattle Crisis Clinic back in 1971, and they became friends. Why is that so dirty? Oh. So yeah, that's that. So it's literally just going through kind of his childhood and just through and just everything that happened in life with his crimes and stuff. So not really too much I can say because I'm sure you guys all know about Ted Bundy. That and I am in a rush. So I just wanted to let you know that I have done some more reading. So I'll probably finish this off maybe tomorrow. Listen to the rest of the audiobook tomorrow morning. But I am heading off to my grandparents. I've got Silver in the Bone with me, so I'm going to go read that there, and I will update you guys when we are back. So I haven't updated you guys since before I left to go to my grandparents. No, sorry, I'm literally just getting ready to like crash with the family squad because it's fucking Monday. But I'm now up to chapter 30, page 313. I was at, what was it? Was it 169? Yeah, I was there. I've read all of that today. So I'm about 164-ish off from finishing the book. It looks like more because there is an excerpt. See if I can find it. So you guys can see. Where is it? Where is it? Hello. There you are. So you got the acknowledgements, and then there is like an excerpt from the next book, which, by the way, I haven't finished this one, but I looked, and it's not due out until April next year. If I had known it was April next year, and I'm going based off Waterstones, right? And that's why I'm from Waterstones. I would have left this longer because I have a crazy feeling I'm going to be left on a hanger of some sort. Because of what's happening, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to be left on a hanger. So that's the frustrating. It's frustrating me. It's It's fine, but yes, it's not fine. But yeah, things are getting interesting. I feel like they're getting within to like a mystery solving part of like figuring out what's happening on Avalon, and why it thinks the way it is there, and like among many other things. So yeah, it's interesting, and you can see these little moments between Tam and Emerus. It's like, just guys, already, come on, please, just come on, please, stop flirting and playing about like this. Just stop the flirting and the playing about, and just admit feelings and shit already, okay? But they did have a really nice, like, heartfelt moment between them, which is kind of nice. I did enjoy that. That was like a nice, cute little moment between them. So yeah, that is where we are at now. Excuse me. Plan of action for said tomorrow will probably be in the morning. Finish The Stranger Beside Me. That I started this morning on audio. Probably finish this one off in the morning because I'm pretty much 40-ish% of the way through, I would say. Probably around 40% of the way through. So I'm going to finish that off tomorrow. That'll probably done in the morning before I go live because I've got about, I want to say 3 hours and 20 minutes probably left of the audiobook. I'm not quite sure. No, it's around the 3 hour mark, I think, kind of left. So I'm going to finish that in the morning. Then I'm going to go on TikTok live because it's Friday. So I'm going to go on live. I'm going to pack some orders. And yeah, we're going to do those. And then when I come off a live, me and Will will obviously have our Friday catch up together and we'll do some reading. And I'm going to finish this book. I might even read some of this in the morning, depending how I feel. Yeah, how I feel, yeah. This will definitely get finished tomorrow. Same as The Stranger Beside Me will get finished tomorrow. And then we will move on to my 2 ARC books, which will then just leave me with 2 books I didn't get to this month because I just don't. If I could get a hold of the audiobook for the Museum of Ordinary People, I could probably get that one finished tomorrow. Not tomorrow, before the end of the month. But I just know where I'm going to get Demi to once you're done. So I'm just going to admit defeat in that one and just admit I'm not going to get that one read this month and just hold off for a little bit longer on it. So, yes. That is where we are. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, I need to also this weekend film my September TBR. I need to finalise details of what I'm going to be reading for next month. Kind of generalised kind of things. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm actually going to start because I'm generally so fucking tired. But yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow after I finish whatever book I finish first. It should, in theory, be The Stranger Beside Me, but we'll see. See you tomorrow. Hey guys. So I have been listening to the audiobook for The Stranger Beside Me all morning whilst I have been cleaning and organising my room. Currently have my unit right next to me here instead of over there because we're going to just swap out. But yeah, I'm going to give it 4 stars. It was good and it's definitely very detailed about literally just the entire story of Ted Bundy and like from beginning to end and all the in-betweens and obviously the cases and stuff. So very well detailed. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 only because it is very, the detail is good, but it can actually sometimes be a bit too much. I don't know if that's making sense. In my head, I know what I want to say, but I can't quite put it into words. So I don't think what I just said actually kind of embodies what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it was good and it was interesting to read, listen. So yeah, if you do want to know more about Ted Bundy, if that is kind of things you're into, do check out The Stranger Beside Me. It's good. And it's got some pictures in there as well. Some like just some pictures within. Here and there. There was another lot. Where's it? There's another pictures, right? Oh yeah. You know, and there as well some of the pictures of some of the girls that he killed and stuff. So yes, very interesting. I am now going to go on live on TikTok. So we're gonna hang out, take a break, do what I need to do in there, pack some orders, organise that room, clean that room out. That room is next. And then afterwards, me and Mort are probably gonna chill out, read, just do whatever really. So yeah, that is an update on where we are currently at. So I didn't update you guys the rest of yesterday because I was on live later than planned. I was on it longer, and then I was reading, me and Mort catching up, and then I finished off this morning. 4.5 stars, and just why it's torn me apart. We were so close. Everyone turned to ourselves in the end. Everything turned to shit. And yeah, but it's a good book, and I highly recommend. 4.5 stars. But yeah, I can't really say too much else without spoiling the book. Just I recommend picking up, and if you love Arthurian legends, then this book is good for you because it was literally influenced by it and like kind of like a retelling kind of thing. So let's discuss the books that we've read for this video because I'm going to call it quits this video because I feel like I'm dying. Let's remember every book that I've read for this video, shall we? So we've done 4 books for this video, and you know what? Let's go to my normal intro outro angle. Let's go to the normal angles. Here we go. Yeah, so we've read 4 books for this video. We started off with Shallow River, 5 stars, obviously. Come on, Shallow River. Then we had The People in Black and 5, which I believe I gave 3.5 stars. Future me will confirm. Then we recently listened to Stranger Beside Me, which we gave 4 stars, and then obviously Silver in the Bone, which we gave 4.5 stars. So we have completely just destroyed my mental well-being. It's just a massive wreck at this point, which we just accept it and we just move on. But yeah, that is another one done. Let me know what you guys think. This video is going out a lot later than when I filmed it, but either way, let me know what you guys' thoughts were, and if you've read any of these books, or if any of these are now on your TBR, or they're already on your TBR. And yeah, let me know in the comments what books you would like me to read, any video ideas, anything, let me know down below. And yes, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had a lovely time, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video, so don't forget to keep smiling, be kind, keep moving. Bye guys.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.